has just been absolutely incredible. Thank you, Mary Kay, for this amazing experience. And thank you, Carmen Amador and Mike Strong, for all that you did at corporate to cheer us on. It made such a difference in our year. Thank you to all of my consultant, director, and NSD friends who did so much for us, prayed for us, encouraged us through calls, texts, notes, videos, and so much more. Your investment in time, heart, and wisdom means so much. And a very special thank you to Senior National Sales Director Brenda Siegel for flying back to Dallas for her second seminar to be with me. I treasure our friendship more than you can know. This moment in time for me is provided by my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I always ask God what to lay on my heart. And what he shared with me was tell them what you asked me for. And what I have asked for daily is even more. But first we have to talk about my family. My Mary Kay story starts with my grandma. She joined Mary Kay after retiring from teaching second grade and booked 18 parties in one afternoon. They all had 6 guests there, and she finished her first month in Mary Kay with over 100 customers. Yeah, she did even more than the perfect start that she'd been advised to do. Grandma shared the Mary Kay opportunity with my mom, Senior Sales Director Evelyn Elliott, who is here with me today. She was an oncology nurse who loved her patients but hated working midnights at Christmas and missing all the field trips. So she said yes to Mary Kay so that she could have even more flexibility and time with us. I thank God that Mom was brave enough to take that leap of faith from one career to the next because it changed everything for our family. Thank you, Mom, for all that you have done for me. Thank you for believing in me even when I did not believe in myself. You were right, Mom. I am good at Mary Kay. Oh my goodness. And my sister Beth Brannon is also a sales director. She completed DIQ in 1 month without being able to drive because of health issues. She had the stomach flu that month, had 5 kids under 9 years old, and a husband out of town on a 2-week work trip. Everybody say, what? Yes, she had an even more attitude, and she is my hero. And you may have heard that the night that I said yes to Mary Kay, my bank account said no. So I asked my dad for the $100. He said he'd love to buy my starter kit and that I never had to pay him back, that all I had to do was say thank you, Dad, for buying my starter kit every time I did good. I'm thrilled to have my dad in the audience here today. Dad, would you stand up? Oh my gosh, thank you, Dad, for buying my starter kit. But thank you, Dad, even more for being an excellent example of faith, family, and career. Your work harder attitude and relentless pursuit of giving it your best every day has taught me that even more is possible if you will not give up. Thank you, Dad, for being here today. My sweet husband, Super Dan, and our 3 children are my reasons why, and this moment belongs to them as well. We run this business together, and we love the culture, perks, flexibility, choices, and friends that Mary Kay provides us. We are literally counting down the days until my oldest daughter, Sarah, turns 18 on December the 7th. There she is. Because we can't wait for her to start her business and be the 4th generation of Mary Kay in our family to continue the legacy of excellence. Yeah. We can't wait for you to join us, honey. To the powerful and mighty royal family, what a joy to see you be recognized this way. You deserve this experience, and I could not be more honored to represent you. We work, play, pray, laugh, cry, dream, and plan together. We are on a mission for even more this year. Thank you for all that you did, but even more, thank you for who you are. You are the wind beneath my wings, and I love you so much. Okay, so my Mary Kay story started while I was in the middle of a galactic failure of failing the same teacher's math class in my sophomore year of college for not the first time or the second time, but the 3rd time. I was working 2 jobs and felt like I was on the slow track to nowhere. I could see the writing on the wall that what I was doing was never going to create the lifestyle that I wanted. Mom invited me to her Monday night meetings because she knew that I was looking for something else. But I thought it wouldn't be Mary Kay because I just knew I could never be as poised, polished, and successful as she was. I wanted to be sure that no one would ask me to be a Mary Kay consultant that night. So I laid out all day that August day so that my skin would be crispy red and then the Mary Kay girls would not ask me to be a skincare consultant. I thought I was so smart. I also wore pants because I was sure that I would be so offensive that definitely no one would ask me to be a part of Mary Kay. However, my plan was not God's plan, and what I saw that night seemed as if God pulled back the curtain and said, "This is what I have for you." I had no money and I had no contacts because Mom had them all. And my friends were scattered at colleges everywhere. And because I'm an introvert, I'd really rather not talk to people sometimes. But what I did have was a never quit attitude and a work ethic to build a business. After 3 months of thinking about Mary Kay and being a secret agent, I finally worked up my nerve to tell my coworker about my new business. She brought over 2 friends for facials, and it was a total disaster. I was talking too fast, I was sweating, I did the products out of order, and I told them at their next facial they would get the correct color foundation, so today we're just all wearing the same color. But if you remember, my starter kit was like the Barbie chemistry kit that opened up and it had all the tubes hanging there. And so as I quickly scanned the foundation colors, I stopped on the one that said rose beige because I thought that's a pretty name, so we'll just all wear that one. Oh, really, I just wanted them to get out of my house because I knew if I didn't black out, I was quitting as soon as they left. But I did nail the clothes because I'm a good student. And so they bought $225 and booked 2 parties. And so I thought, well, I can't quit now. I really started hustling because I could see that directorship would financially provide what I was looking for. I worked to submit DIQ and I didn't make it. I submitted again and I didn't make it. I submitted again and I didn't make it. I submitted again and again and again and again. It was 12 times to be exact. I know. I am the hope squad today. But 2 of the times, it wasn't official because I'd incorrectly added my number of team members. Whoops. So the active number of, it needed to be 12, but whatever. So the entire DIQ department and I all became besties. And I'm pretty sure that today we have different roles in the DIQ program because it's me. Okay? Let me be sure that DIQ is not hard. I spent way more time comparing myself to other people than I did actually working. And so then probably the last 5 times I did DIQ, I was so busy trying to control it myself that I didn't let go and let God. When I finally did the work and asked him to be my business partner, the qualification was fast and fun. What do you need to let go of so that God can do it? I had to let go of self-doubt, comparing, fear, and regret. I'm proud to stand before you today as a 10-time official DIQ. I used to wear it as a star, but today I wear it as a star, and I think I should get a bling badge for never giving up on my dream. I dare you. I dare you to create your own little heart bling badge on your badge that will signify that you will never give up on your dream. I believe that each of us has a dream, a heart's desire, and it calls to us. When we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue it, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic within. Decide your next step to get 1 step closer to your dream. Once I let go of thoughts like, if only I could do it, and focus on how can I do it, my business flourished. When I stopped focusing on what I'm not and who I'm not like, and started focusing on whose I am and what my own unique God-given talents and gifts were, my business grew even bigger and faster. The next step, I believe, is to pick up your starter kit and start the party. The 6 guests around the table, relationship building, face-to-face business model that Mary Kay Ash taught us will create a profitable, sustainable, and long-lasting business. There is power in the party, and all I've ever done is parties, year after year, 3 to 5 parties a week to create the lifestyle and business that I wanted. I started asking God for even more in January of 2017 after I decided that maybe my prayers were weighted down by my fears, doubts, and insecurities. As it turns out, God has been like Jimmy John's fast on his answers. I prayed for even more that I could ask for or imagine. Even more referrals, sales, parties, team members, red jackets, returning team members, DIQs, directors, and car drivers. Even more influence, choices, joy, courage, and energy. All have been answered, including even more than I could have asked or imagined, with our first $1 million year and being #2 in the nation. Wow. Are you asking God for even more? Gosh, Mary Kay sure is delivering on even more. We have even more car options, bonuses, new products, and promotions. The question is, are you willing to believe and hustle for even more? Even more in the hustle department looks like even more leads, more preparation, more calls, more texts, more parties, more faces, more career chats, more follow-up and tracking than maybe you have ever done before. Even more in belief and hustle will result in more confidence, friends, income, promotion, and blessings than maybe you could have specifically asked for or imagined. It has been for me, and I bet it will be for you too. Can you see it? Can you feel it? At Seminar 2019, we can have even more diamonds, trips, cars awarded, even more directors debuting on stage, even more live highlight moments and memories made. Even better would be the ripple effect of even more lives changed and families impacted. There could be even more straight teeth, credit cards paid off, more vacations, and college educations paid for by Mary Kay. Even more is there for you. Now let's go pray for it and go get it. Your time is right now. Even more triumphs, belief barriers broken, and victories. And I promise you, it is worth it. I believe with my whole heart that for all of us, the best is yet to come. Thank you so much.